Chief Meteorologist James Sahara and StormTrack 8 weather.
Hundreds of students made the big walk for their diplomas at the iWireless Center on Sunday as everyone celebrated graduation from Ashford University. One mother and son pair had a little more to be excited about. Claudia Cadage watched as her son, Joseph Lightfoot, received his diploma, only to take his place a few hours later for her master's degree. The pair say they've been working for this their entire lives. Let's find out what's going on weather-wise this morning, because we've been noticing that some of that rain from last week on into the weekend made the rivers rise once again. Mississippi going to be over flood stage later this week in the Quad Cities.
No surprise on that. The good news is we don't see any fairly active weather later on this week that's going to aggravate it even more. So that will be some good news. In fact, we're going to be starting off this first half of the week on a dry note, and we need all the dry air that we can get. Good morning, everyone. Glad you can join us on a Monday morning where everything's looking nice and peaceful with the help of our live eagle eye on top of the Call building in downtown Davenport. What we have been noticing in our skies throughout the nighttime hours have been some of these high, thin cirrus clouds passing through, but mainly from east to west. Usually our weather comes from west to east, but we're noticing some of these high clouds kind of blowing in, part of a storm system just off your screen around the Tennessee Valley. There are some little green blips here and there indicating maybe some raindrops, but those raindrops are within the cloud and not so much reaching the ground because the air underneath all this is fairly dry and stable. So I'm not worried about any type of rain or forecast, but some of these high level clouds that will be appearing in our skies throughout the day will eventually give us kind of either a mostly or more of a partly sunny sky across our region. But all should remain dry. We should kick in those northeast winds around here, but very much on the light side. So it should be turning out to be a pretty nice spring day. So how warm will these numbers get? Well, right now, we're waking up the temperatures right around 50 degrees. Some areas around the Quad Cities and points northward. Right now, the cool spot over in Savannah at around 49 degrees. A warm spot over in Princeton and Kewanee, both reporting a temperature of 56 degrees. So let's put it all together, because by afternoon, we're looking at temperatures right back in the 70s. We had numbers on average around the mid-70s. I really don't expect to change much of that at all as we go throughout our day. 73 degrees, we'll say, in Princeton, but could be as warm as 77 degrees over in Galesburg, about 76, we'll say, in Burlington. 77 degrees in Sterling, maybe as cool as 72 to 73 degrees from Galena in Maquoketa, 74 over in Walcott. And in the Quad City metro area on this Monday, we're looking at a daytime high of about 76 degrees. So the big difference compared to yesterday, we're just going to go 1 degree warmer. Not all too bad to start off a Monday. Here's our wider view and show you that these high thin clouds coming from that same storm system that spiraled in a few scattered showers around here on Saturday before we dried out nicely on Sunday. That system will be dragging its way off to the south and east because we've got an area of high pressure from the northern plains that will scour away some of these clouds, some of all this activity, and hold its ground around here really as we go through about midweek. We can show you that on our regional view of our future track. We'll start the clock at around noon today. Show you that any precip that we do have will be pretty much very unorganized, well off to the south and east. What we will be keeping our eyes on will be a system coming out of the north and west. We'll make this clock move all the way till about 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. And by then, we'll be seeing some activity begin to pop up. There's going to be a boundary situated like so. And this will be the boundary that will eventually be sliding its way in here and leading to our next chance for some wet weather, maybe a few showers, maybe even a thunderstorm or two to go with it as well. And that's going to help slightly cool off those daytime highs for the rest of the work week and likely going into the weekend. For today then, mostly the partly sunny skies, a mild spring day. We'll shoot for a daytime high of 76 degrees, a northeast wind at 6 to 12. Will be a whole lot lighter come the night, and combined with fair skies, it should be a very pleasantly cool night as the low will dip down to about 49 degrees. Taking a look ahead, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, temperature-wise, not too bad. This is really for about late Wednesday night than anything else. And then looks like Thursday, possibility of a shower or two as that boundary remains nearby. But as we head into that all-important Mother's Day weekend, temperatures begin to cool off. But Saturday and Sunday right now, the trend is there for some drier weather. No doubt Mother's Day looks nice and bright, and looks like more of that nice weather will continue on as we get into early next week. That's when we're anticipating those temperatures to warm up very quickly. Looks like we may be seeing those 80s once again heading into early next week. So yeah, a few more showers later on this week. I don't expect to see any downpours like we had on Friday and even on Saturday, but nonetheless, a nice little stretch of dry weather.
Boy, we're going to see all those plants and everything popping.
As
Already notice it now.
I can hear the grass grow.
Yeah, I got to cut it again. Still ahead on Good Morning Quad Cities, dealing with PT.